have a plethora of students, very, very young. I've had as young as 5 start with me. And I have some seniors that play the harp with me as well. I've had many students that have been with me for several years, and a lot of adult students. I find that a lot of adults later on say, oh, I've always wanted to learn the harp, I never knew how, or I never had money, or whatever it was, and now they found me as a teacher and thought, oh, I really want to do this. And actually all my adult students have purchased a harp in the last couple years, so they're very dedicated, and I love teaching my students, whatever age they are, coming to me, and it's an enjoyable experience for me to teach.
She is extremely proud of her Ukrainian heritage.
The biggest influences in my life have been my parents and my grandparents, and my entire family is of Ukrainian descent. And my entire life I've been involved in Ukrainian activities. When I was very young, I started, I spoke Ukrainian in the home, and I took Ukrainian classes, Ukrainian lessons. I started at 7 years of age dancing with Chaika, which is the Ukrainian dance group in Hamilton, and I stayed with them for 10 years. I did a lot of dancing with them, and actually when I was younger, my mother, again, heard that there was a bandura teacher coming to Hamilton, and my mother loved the bandura as well. And strangely enough, the bandura is actually quite similar to the harp in many respects. And I took up the bandura with Victor Michalsky, who was an Australian bandurist, and he came to Canada. And he was just fabulous. He started a group, and we came every week, and we played every week, and he advanced to a very, very large group, singing and playing bandura, doing concerts. And I eventually advanced to becoming a bandura teacher at Odun Bandura Camp. My grandmother, Alyssa Michalsky, actually keeps the Ukrainian in me every day. She's the one that I speak Ukrainian to all the time, and I always do pisanka with her. She's a very, very proficient artist in terms of pisanka, and every time I go over to her place, we always do pisanka together and share times together, and really she's the one that's kept that in me, and I'm going to carry the tradition of painting pisanka along from her great tutelage. Oh, when my grandmother made the harp egg, this is just another reason why she's so fantastic, and she presented me with a pisanka that had a picture of a harp on it, and it was probably the most special gift I've ever received in my life. It was just so personal and so creative, and a representation of myself and of herself, so I find that those things kind of bring us together.
Alyssa is a superb musician who is very contented with her life.
In my life, I don't think I could be happier with my family, my friends, and my job. In fact, with my job, and I say job lightly because I really don't feel it's work. When I'm performing at a wedding, or if I'm performing at an event or a concert, it's not work to me. I enjoy doing it, and the fact that I get paid for it is just fantastic. It's just an extension of myself. It's something I've been doing since I was 5 years old. I love it. It comes naturally to me, and the same with teaching. It's an extension of myself. I want to to show other people what I've spent my life doing, and hopefully, influence them to be better harpists themselves.
For more information on Alyssa, please visit her website, www.divineharp.com, and you can hear more of her in the credit roll of today's show. I'm Mikhailo Curry, Center Stage for Kontakt. See you next.